Take a break. How beautifully are these ladies turned out on Amy Victoria Derby Day.
And they're racing now.
18-year-old New Zealand jockey Opie Bosson aboard Grand Archway snatched victory in the Oaks from Rosa War with Zazabel third. While it was Opie's first Australian Group 1 win, it was a big day for Grand Archway owner Eric Watson too. His much-admired girlfriend today accepted his marriage proposal. It's been a hugely successful carnival for the Victoria Racing Club so far, with already 250,000 people through the turnstiles.
But the carnival's not over yet. The VRC will have its last hurrah on Saturday with the Emirates Stakes, traditionally a day for the family. Celia, Horgan, for Nightline.
And Ladies' Day has lived up to its reputation as the glamour event of the Spring Racing Carnival.
It's Flemington at its most fabulous. The day it abandons the wild and wacky and becomes just plain beautiful.
They're really the best of the whole carnival now.
Feathers were again a big favourite among the crowd of 74,000, along with the traditional black and white. Oh, and this season's new black, the colour grey. A clear winner with the field in race 4. But probably the biggest crowd of all was there just to watch. The endless parade of Oaks Day beauties is now getting noticed by more than just the social set. Hordes of young men turning up today for a spot of filly watching.
It's not called Oaks Day, it's called Blokes Day.
Come mid-afternoon, though, it was the four-legged fillies that snared everybody's attention with the running of the big one. And it was the young lady Grand Archway that stole the show, holding off a strong challenge to be crowned this year's Oaks Queen.
Grand Archway in front of the Oaks, Grand Archway.
But if you thought that was close, well, it was nothing on the Best Dressed Awards, which turned on the most glamorous field of the entire carnival. Today's Oaks Day honours going to Julie Quartermain, the wife of 10's Melbourne sports presenter Steve Quartermain.
I'm just saying I'm shaking. I'm so nervous. My heart is nearly coming out of my throat.
Among Julie's haul, a $10,000 wardrobe, her weight in champagne and a trip to Paris.
And how much do you think of that, Aussie? Do you think I'm going to Paris? No chance. Do you think I'll get any of the money? No chance.
Tracy Chamberlain, 10 News.
And next in 10's Late News, the national weather details, then sports tonight with Matthew White.
Thanks, Jessica. Here we are in Melbourne, and we'll have all the latest racing news next. Tonight, the grand filly that flattered Oaks Day, while the rest of Flemington fluttered and flirted. Grand Archway flew home. Ladies' Day at the Cup Carnival, there's nothing like it.
It's not called Oaks Day, it's called Blokes Day.
Electrifying roars from the crowd, and this great race has begun.
They jump. The heart jumps. And we wonder how it is this carnival of equine beauty so cleverly captures the essence of humanity.
Well, we did our best to claim the Melbourne Cup as an Australian victory, but somehow you get the feeling the Kiwis won't be quite as generous with the Oaks. You see, the horse Grand Archway was bred in New Zealand. The trainer, Graham Rogerson, also hails from the Shaky Isles, and the jockey, Opie Bosson, is on his first trip across the Tasman. The English stayers have been making headlines all week, but the Kiwis now have everyone talking.
More than 74,000 people turned up for Ladies' Day, but as the fillies filed out, all eyes focused on the Freedman brothers. Saddling up 3 good chances in a 12-horse field, they were expected to dominate. But as they headed for home, the latest whiz kid from New Zealand weaved a magic pathway.
Grand Archway and Nick in front. Rose of War can't get her. Grand Archway in front of the Oaks. Grand Archway. Grand Archway's completed the Wakefield and Oaks double. And
the Group 1 win, Opie Bosson's first in the land of Oz.
I think she's a very good filly. I think she's the best staying filly around. Great credit to Jim and the staff. She was very, very fit, and I think come the autumn you'll see a real good horse.
On Saturday, and one horse, Might and Power. The champion stayer will run in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, but the question is, what might follow?
There's a good chance he won't go to the Japan Cup, yes. There's a lot of divided opinions out there as well. There's a lot of people like to see him stay here, and a lot of people like to see him go to represent Australia. And you see a beautiful dumb animal, a lovely athlete, and just wouldn't want to see anything go wrong with him, that's all.
Well, they're calling him the new wonder kid of Australasian racing.
A little bit early. I didn't really want to get held up a bit. I got to the front maybe a fraction too soon. She gulped around a little bit. But once the other horse came up beside me, she really knuckled down and found the line.
Now, Opie, how are you enjoying riding here in Australia and more specifically here at Flemington?
I just love it. Yeah, I'm hoping to come back after Christmas for maybe full time. We'll just have to see.
It's good fun, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Now, the trainer said, Graham Rogerson said that you're going to be the next Shane Dye here in Australia. What do you think of those comments?
The big comments, really, but just try and let it go, but I'll just try and do my best and as much as I can.
Do you think we might see Grand Archway back here next year for the Melbourne Cup?
I'm not sure. She relaxes nice, so the distance may not worry her, but we'll just have to see.
And who won this race? Dance, baby, dance. And they did. But while this is a day for feminine indulgence, spare a thought to those who wake up this morning and don't have a choice of what to wear, who can't, tread on toes, or sidestep the picnic blankets, or they don't back a winner, or they don't have the chance to sit the champers. They are the ladies here on Ladies' Day on the other side of the ledger.
$80,000 worth of prizes? Go on, you're going to get hassled all day. Might as well grab them now.
Yep, not every lady comes to the races to party.
Hey now, you better listen to me, every one of you. We've got a lot of work to do.
You don't get to wander 100 metres down there and have a look?
Oh, I do my lunch breaks, yeah, so I have a nice look. I should be out there.
And how does out there feel about those trapped on the inside?
Very sorry for them.
It's a day in the office too for those in the spotlight. Can you say chivalry is dead on Ladies' Day? The blokes didn't open the door for you in that race.
No, they didn't open the door for me at all. They didn't wait for me either.
And then there's those in control of distinguished horsepower. You don't get the chance to see the races today?
No, not really. I'd love to go, though.
So you're a lady behind the scenes of Ladies' Day?
That's right, yes. I've got my hat on, too.
Ladies' Day. Make sure you ask the boss for the day off next year.
Say, lady.
Prestigious Kentucky Derby in the USA.
To enter, race in and purchase any Maggi, Nescafe or Milo product, grab your entry form at Coles. Call 1902 555 955 to register your winning choice.
Watch the Melbourne Cup Carnival only on Network 10. So get off and racing. The Maggi Phantom Race Call is coming to a Coles supermarket near you.
And they're racing now.
18-year-old New Zealand jockey Opie Bosson aboard Grand Archway snatched victory in the Oaks from Rowe with Zazabel third. While it was Opie's first Australian Group 1 win, it was a big day for Grand Archway owner Eric Watson too. His much-admired girlfriend today accepted his marriage proposal. It's been a hugely successful carnival for the Victoria Racing Club so far, with already 250,000 people through the turnstiles.
But the carnival's not over yet. The VRC will have its last hurrah on Saturday with the Emirates Stakes, traditionally a day for the family. Celia, Horgan, for Nightline.